Heather, the Lifeschooler. I was just popping in to give you a little bit of background knowledge about me. I am a former elementary school teacher. I actually taught in Tennessee for 3 years in a preschool classroom, working side by side with state officials to ensure that those children were ready for kindergarten. This is right when the pre-K classrooms were really taking off up in Tennessee. So that was a really great experience. And then when I married my husband, we moved down to Georgia. And I could not find a job because it was during the recession. So I was a long-term sub in the largest school district here in Georgia for 3 years. I started off as just a regular substitute, but by the end of my first year, I had my first long-term sub position, which was in kindergarten. And then I was the go-to gal for the long-term sub positions in several of the schools in the district. And I was very, very busy. And I taught every grade level between kindergarten and 5th grade. So I know a little bit about all the grade levels from those experiences. Now, with that said, I stayed at home with my son whenever he was born 8 years ago. And I started doing preschool with him when he was about 3.5, 4 years old. I was getting really excited about the fact that they were, that he and my daughter were getting about that age where they were able to do crafts and things like that. So we started doing things, those kind of things. And then by the time he was 5, I was so excited about him being in kindergarten that I was trying to duplicate the public school classroom at home. I was trying to do school at home. And I had some morning work for him to do, and then we would go to the park, and then we'd come back home and have lunch and do some afternoon stuff, because at that point I had a baby as well who was taking a nap, and we could only do school when she was napping. So anyhow, he was taking his schoolwork with him to the park to sit on the bench and finish his schoolwork in the morning because he just was not into it. And after doing that a few times, my heart began to hurt. And I was like, he should not be sitting there on the bench doing schoolwork. He's 5 years old, a young 5-year-old at that. He should be running and playing. So at that point, I'd already started moving away from the school at home approach. I started to realize that there were other needs and things like that that needed to be met, as well as those worksheets. In addition to that, I started just really paying attention to our lessons and what we were doing. And I learned that so much learning occurs outside of sitting down and doing formal lessons. You are doing math and reading when you're baking with your child. You are doing measurements and things like that when you're sewing, or you're cutting stuff for crafts, or you're building a doghouse. There are just so many of these skills and concepts that are embedded and just naturally in these organic lessons that occur just throughout life. And it really started to reshape the way that I thought how school should look for my kids at home. So with that said, I am very much a units-based teacher. I like taking things and really just kind of diving in and seeing where we can go with certain themes. I like the cohesiveness it brings with being able to pull reading lessons and math and all these things from one certain theme. And not only that, I enjoy having family education. I have 4 children. The youngest is 9 months, then almost 4, oh my goodness, and 6 and 8. So mine are kind of closer together than some other people's. So, but I'm able to take advantage of that and actually just really do these things and just kind of spread it out and make everyone have these skills and concepts that they're working on, and we can apply it all together with that one theme. For example, we've done apples recently, and I was able to do some apple stuff with my almost 4-year-old, and that looked a lot different than what I was doing with my 6 and 8-year-old, because they had already done that. They were over and done with it, but she wanted to do certain things. So it like I said, it brings cohesiveness, and it just makes it easier on me. I'm not having to plan all these different things for everybody. I'm able to just kind of, sit down and relax. Anyhow, what I'm trying to do is I'm really trying to help new homeschooling parents, trying to help parents that have been thrown into homeschooling because of COVID, or maybe you're doing virtual learning and your child's needing some extra help and you're wanting to give them those hands-on activities, some more concrete activities that they can do that they can't really get through a computer. I'm here to help you. So if there's anything that you're needing, maybe you don't know how to teach a certain thing, or maybe you're just having a really hard time getting a concept covered with a child, I'm here to help you. So all I need you to do is to tell me. I need you to tell me what you're needing help with, and I will try my best to come up with an activity or a game or something fun, something hands-on, something fun that will get your child excited, get your child engaged, and get your child learning. And it'll make your life easier, because when you are doing these things that are fun and hands-on, then it just makes everyone so much more happy. If you're having trouble with homeschooling, if it's not working, if you're tired, if you're fighting, if there's all these things going on, it's not working, and it's okay to change it up. Just make sure to let me know, if you're having problems, and I will try my best to help you as much as I can. So anyhow, I hope that you have a great rest of the day. Bye.